y'all, let's get ready together using some of my favorite products from Sephora. I shopped my stash. I pulled the really good products. Let's get ready. I'm starting off using my Glow Recipe Toner. This is their Cloudberry Toner. It's supposed to help with dryness, dullness, texture, and it's supposed to make all the ingredients in my skincare work together better. I actually need to pick up another one while the sale is still going on because I've used almost all of this. For my day serum, I went in with my Kiehl's Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum with retinol, peptide, and ceramides. This should be helping with texture, things like that. I've been using this for the past 10 days or so. My skin's really enjoying it, so I'm excited to keep seeing the results, but really liking this so far. For moisture, I went in with my Ilia The Base Face Milk. I cannot recommend this moisturizer enough if you have oily skin. It's super thin, it absorbs, I love it, I'm obsessed. A little goes a long way. Like you can see, I still have a lot left and I use this every day. I used my Denona Yummy Skin Water Power Serum to prime. This is gonna keep me matte. I love pressing this in, especially to my T-zone, to make sure my oils don't come through and break up my makeup during the day. So beautiful. This is new from Denona, but it has quickly become a favorite. To prime after the serum for oil control, I did go in with my Yummy Skin Balm. I love this pressed into the skin with a foundation brush. It definitely helps me stay matte, helps my makeup wear all day, makes that oil not like undo everything I did with the makeup. It's not gonna break it apart. It's just gonna keep my makeup looking nice. So we are prepped and primed for makeup. I'm gonna throw my hair back on my face again. I need to hydrate these lips. I have to. They're feeling dry. I'm really loving the Kissing Jelly glosses from Too Faced. It's a lip oil gloss, so I feel like I can put it on now, right? And get some hydration. This shade right here, Sour Watermelon, it smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher and I love it and I want to eat it and it tastes good on my lips. It's so comfortable. It's gonna hydrate us while we do our makeup and then I'll take it off when we're ready to do our lip. Pat McGrath foundation, we gotta use it. I love it. My sister-in-law actually texted me this morning and she was like, I'm placing a Sephora order. Do I need the Pat McGrath foundation? And I'm like, girl, yes. I have oily skin. I love it. I'm obsessed. But I know so many people with dry skin love it. Brush, sponge, it doesn't matter. It's gorgeous, y'all. So this is a foundation that I get beautiful medium coverage from. I'm going to use a foundation brush today because I'm loving these new Sigma brushes. But it gives me a gorgeous medium coverage and it wears all day, all night, everything. It wears. It's not going to disappear from my face. It's going to stay looking beautiful. When my oils come through, it's not going to break it up. I'm telling y'all, this foundation is so good from Pat McGrath. Now, I did a video on my #1 product from every brand at Sephora. If you haven't watched it, and you're curious, definitely check it out. But I wanted to do another video because there are so many things I love from brands, and like Pat McGrath, if I'm looking at the brand overall, I'm like, oh my gosh, her eyeshadow palettes. But there's so many other favorites that I have from Pat McGrath, and I'm like, we gotta do more. We gotta do more. So today I wanted to pull products that I love from brands that I love. To know me is to know that I love the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. Medium to full coverage, gorgeous, doesn't settle weird. I love this. One of my favorite concealers of all time. Goes on like a dream, blends like a dream, wears all day, obsessed, obsessed. If you know, you know my love for these Say liquid blushes. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cutie, and I believe this is described as like a warm rose shade. I love this formula from Say so freaking much. It's just so good. I can put it on, I can wait, I can blend it right away. I can use a brush, a sponge, my fingers, whatever. and it always works. I can build it up, I can shear it out, and I love that. Look at how easy and effortlessly this blends into the skin. You can use them on top of a set face too. I just prefer to do like all my creams and liquids together than all my powders. As a oily skin person, that is my personal preference. I am just waiting for my Sephora order to come. Honestly, I'm just waiting for it to come. It cannot come quick enough. Everything's gonna be in the description box. If you're looking for anything, I try to put it in the description box and the YouTube shopping feature and all of that. I try to list the products. I try to be as helpful as possible, but this brush, so good. Say sent me this brush and I was like, for liquid blushes, like I was skeptical. I will admit I was skeptical, but there's something about the way this works, not just with, say, liquid blushes, but like liquid products in general, that I think it's so good. Like, it won me over. We've got to lock all these liquids in place. Of course we do. I have oily skin. My face will eat this like a snack. I'm gonna grab my one size Sweet Honey powder. Sweet Honey's the shade. This is the ultimate setting powder. One size, they know oily skin. Okay, they know oily skin so well. I love this powder. I have the translucent shade as well, but we are grabbing Sweet Honey today. And I'm going to press this into my skin with a puff to set everything in, to lock it all in, to make sure my makeup is gonna last through an apocalypse, honestly. I am set and poreless looking. Like, that one size powder, it knows what's up because it makes me look airbrushed. I love. But we're gonna buff in a little bit of a finishing powder. This is the Lawless Perfecting Powder, Skin Smoothing Powder. I just like to take this on a fluffy brush. I'm using the shade Tan and kind of buff in and finish off my face, make everything look kind of like seamless and airbrushed, really. Urban Decay Brow Blade, I love. I've repurchased this so many times because one end you have this micro fine brow pencil, the other end you have the brow pen. To me, that makes it perfect because I can kind of fill in my brows. I can add those hair-like strokes. The two different kind of textures work so well together. It's just easy and I love it. I've repurchased it so many times. Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. I love a lot of brow gels. I really do. I like to mix it up. More is more. You know, like why have one when I can have more than one? A lot. But Patrick Ta, for me, this is going to set my brows in place and they're going to stay all day. I'm not going for a flexi hold brow gel. My brows need to obey. They need to do what I tell them to do, and that is what this gel does for me. I love it. I keep repurchasing it for that reason. I want to use my ABH palette. This is Fall Romance, and I think it has such a beautiful color story. So pretty, and I know it's not fall right now, but I don't care. I want to use these shades. All right, like the seasons don't tell me what to do with my makeup. This color story is gorgeous, and we can definitely still do something very spring if we want to with this. I'm just like feeling it. I really like these ABH palettes, this new format that they're doing. I definitely feel like they brought their formula to 2024, which we love. I really enjoy it. I also really like their Cosmos palette. I think that's gorgeous. I was thinking about using that one today, but I'm like, no, let's do Fall Romance. Let's do Fall Romance. Primer is down. If your eyeshadow's not lasting all day and you're not using a good eyeshadow primer, that's the problem. Let's do leather first. Let's start off in a easy way. Okay, why not? I'm going to put this above the socket, in the socket, below the socket. I don't want to say in my crease because your girl is 36. I've got lots of creases and wrinkles and crinkles, and I have deep set eyes. So I'm going to put it in the socket above and below. We're going to go into Twilight. In the pan, these shades look kind of similar, but one is definitely more of like a neutral with a little bit of green, and the other has the more green coming through. So you can see this one is definitely not as green. I am putting this on the lower lash line using a brush from my favorite set. Again, I'll have all the brushes, everything, like it's all in the description box, y'all. I do the most when it comes to filling y'all in on everything. For the outer corner, I want to go into Thorns. I do want to use this more green shade that has a little bit of sparkle to it. I really like this type of formula, like the matte with a little bit of sparkle, because it's so versatile. Like you can pack it on and see the sparkle. You can buff it away if you prefer to like blend. It's up to you. It's just giving you options, and I always appreciate that. I want to put it on the lid and out to give me some depth right out here in my outer corner. That's so pretty. I really like that shade. So pretty. So pretty. I need shimmer today. I need a shimmer. I need a sparkle. So I want to use this shade right here called Fireside. And I am going to really work that shade into my brush. Let's spray it with a little bit of setting spray. Make sure we're not going to get a ton of fallout. And then I'm going to press it to the lid. I'm not going to swipe. I'm going to start by pressing to get all the shadow off my brush. Once I have the shadow off, then I will kind of swipe and blend to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Oh, this is looking so pretty. I'm like, look at the shine. I love that with this like green neutral outer corner. I'm here for it. We're going to keep the kind of green-ish going. This is like a green gold type of duochrome. Really pretty. I'm just popping this right here on my inner corner to give me some brightness. This shade is called Crown, and honestly, it's so pretty, y'all. So pretty. I'm gonna say it again because it's so pretty. For my lower waterline, I want to use my Milk Infinity Limitless eyeliner. This is in the brown shade. It's not easy to talk and do liner. I feel like I always end up poking myself in the eye on accident. But these liners from Milk stay in the waterline, and I love it. I bought every single shade. They don't have very many. They only have 3. I'm like, I bought every single shade. Well, they have 3, and I wish they would expand. For my upper lashes, I'm going to use my Denona Myrix liquid liner. This is a brush tip, and I really like a brush tip for liquid liner. Not great at talking while I do this, but I don't want to create a thick line or anything like that. Just kind of keeping it against the lashes. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. This is one of my top 3 mascaras of all time. It's so hard to pick favorites. That's why I say top 3, because I'm like, I really love it. But I also want to go in with a lash, so I'm just going to use this to give myself like a quick coat on top and bottom lashes. I put on a light lash to kind of emphasize the look. I mean, these are all my favorite products, so like, of course I love the look. It's not like anything is a surprise, right? But I'm really liking this eye look. I want to bronze. Now, we're going to use a favorite bronzer. You can tell I like this one, right? But if you want to hear me talk about the worst bronzer to ever ever happen to this planet, please watch the video I posted Monday. But you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. If you know, you know, but I always try to link it for you. I'm just going to lightly bronze. I am really liking the way this Say blush is still coming through. So I'm gonna make sure I don't take my bronzer up too high because I definitely don't want to cover up our beautiful, beautiful blush. I just want to press this bronzer in and blend because it's so beautiful. Like, you see how easily that blends in and makes me look a little sculpted and bronzed. These Rare Beauty blushes, the new illuminating ones, y'all, as a blush topper, so beautiful. They're pigmented like a blush, but they're so glowy like a highlighter. I think they're beautiful on the cheeks over like a matte blush as a blush topper. So this is the shade Joy, and I'm just going to go over that Say blush we used and let this make that glowy. Oh my gosh, it's so, so pretty. I love. I bought 2 shades, and I just think the formula is stunning. And see, like, side to side. Now, if you want to let this be your highlight, you totally can. You totally can. But for me, more is more. So we're going to add a little bit of our Pat McGrath highlighter because I want to be a little extra glowy, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my Skin Fetish Sublime Skin highlighter in the shade Nude Opal. This is just going to stay back. I'm not going to bring it down too far, maybe like to right there, and then back to highlight right on top of my cheekbone, down the bridge of my nose. You don't have to highlight your nose if you don't want to, but I want to. So gorgeous. I love Pat McGrath, period. I love Pat McGrath. Everything. Oh, is that not so pretty? I love it. I'm glowing. Okay, let me glow up the other cheek because I was just talking to y'all and kind of forgot. I mean, listen, maybe I could do it like half matte, half glowy, swap it up, you know, but I don't think that's the vibe today. I don't think that's the vibe today. So let me make sure my other cheek is glowy too. Too Faced setting spray. I really am enjoying this stuff. I think it's so good. The makeup insurance spray. Let me just move my hair out of the way because look at how fine the mister is. I can't really talk when I do this. I gotta keep my mouth still because I want the makeup to set in place. Charlotte Tilbury makes beautiful lip liners. This is the Lip Cheat and Icon, baby. And her formula is creamy enough that they glide on, but long wear, they don't move all around. Just a beautiful, beautiful lip formula. I want to use one of these YSL lip shine things. What are they actually called? You know, this is shade 200, and it's comfy. I want to have like a lighter lip. We've got these glowy cheeks. We've got the eye look going on, so I want to use a lighter lip, something glossy, glowy, hydrating. Y'all, this look, I'm here for it. Don't leave. Stay, hang out with me. Let's talk about makeup together. I could talk about makeup all day. So YouTube is going to be recommending you some videos. Subscribe if you want to stick around. I would love to have you. I'm uploading new videos every single week. I've got so many cool videos coming, and I will see you then.